Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, and guys, by using Vue.js, we are gonna learn how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table, and we will also display the result in our HTML table by using Vue.js v4 directive. Okay, yes guys, in this video we are going to learn how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table, and we will also display the result. We will also show the output in our HTML table only, okay, by using v4 directive in Vue.js. Okay, so guys, just to show you, I have already built an example. So let me go to the example and let me explain you the example as well, so that we will be knowing what we are going to learn in this video, in this session. Okay, so guys, now let me go to the example and let me show you the example as well. So guys, this is the example I have already built using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. As you can see here, the text, how to fetch JSON data in our HTML table in Vue.js. Okay, and you can see here the table also. Okay, you can see here the table also: index, name, profile, country, description, profession and action. Okay, so guys, these all data are coming from local JSON data by using v4 directive in Vue.js. Okay, so in this video guys, we will be learning how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table, and we will display the result also in HTML table only. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, the name, profile, country, description and profession. Okay, and there is some action also, so that in the action column guys, we have the button called as see details. Okay, so guys, whenever you will click the button see details, you will be able to see a pop-up, and in the pop-up guys, all the details about the user, all the information about the user will be shown. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna click the button see details one by one, then only we will be able to know how we can show the details or information about the user in our alert. Okay, so let me click the buttons see details one by one. So I'm gonna click the first button now. See guys, as you can see here, name, country is I am a profession. Okay, so name is Shah Rukh Khan, country is India, I am an actor and producer, profession Shah Rukh Khan, also known by its initialism SRK. Okay, so guys, below that we have got the button OK. So now I am gonna click on the second button. See, name is Bill Gates, country is America, and I am a philanthropist, and profession William Henry Gates is an American billionaire philanthropist. Okay, and below that we have got the button also OK. So I'm gonna click the button OK. So I'm gonna click the third button see details. See, name is Sundar Pichai, country is India, I am a CEO of Google, profession Pichai. Okay, and better known for Sundar Pichai. Okay, so I'm gonna click the fourth button. You can see the alert also: name, country, I am a and profession. Okay, so guys, in this video we are gonna learn how to build this kind of dynamic application by using HTML, CSS and Vue.js, along with using Sweet Alert 2. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, this is the Sweet Alert 2 pop-up, and I am using here in this video also Sweet Alert 2 pop-up to show all the information, to show all the details about the user in a pop-up. Okay, so guys, in this video we are gonna learn how to use Sweet Alert 2 as well. So guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all guys, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly, and you can learn from them also. And guys, please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys, do share this video among your friends, among your colleague, among your group also, so that they will be also knowing how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table by using v4 directive in Vue.js. Okay, So guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of dynamic application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js, okay, along with Sweet Alert to pop up also, okay. So as you can see guys, this is the good alert to show all the information about the user, about any product, okay. So guys, this is a very dynamic and very customizable pop-up I am using in this video, and the pop-up is known as Sweet Alert 2, okay. So guys, I will also explain you how to use this Sweet Alert 2 and how to get started with the Sweet Alert 2 in this video also, okay. As you can see here, on the click of button, okay, on the click of see details button, I am able to show you all the user details, all the user information in a really sweet pop-up known as Sweet Alert 2. See. See guys. So now guys, let's get started and let's learn, okay. But please guys, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER and please press the bell icon also, okay. And thank you guys who has already subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and thank you to also those guys who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER. Please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER and please press the bell icon also, okay. So now let's get started and let's learn. So let me go to the code editor now. So I'm gonna create a new page. So create a page as give table view.html, okay. So save the page now. So Code with ER Prabhat Pandit, okay. So guys, by now you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bangalore, and I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development, okay. So now guys, I am gonna paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only, just to save our time, okay. So I am going to the previous example now. So I am gonna copy this CDN link from here and paste it here, and one more CDN link. So copy this from here and paste it here above the closing body tag, okay. So guys, I will explain you. So guys, this is this CSS link for Bootstrap, okay. This is the CSS link for Bootstrap. As you can see here, the folder name is CSS, and inside that folder I have got the file bootstrap.min.css, okay. And guys, this is the CDN link for Sweet Alert 2, okay. As you can see here, Sweet Alert 2.all.min.js, okay. And this is the guys local file for Vue.js, okay. So I have got the folder JS, and inside the folder I have got the file view.global.js, okay. So guys, now let's get started and let's learn. So let's start coding guys now. So I'm gonna create some of the div first. So create a div, give it a class as a container, and margin, give class as a container only, not Sweet Alert 2, margin top 2, margin top 5, and margin bottom also 5, and close this div. And inside this div I'm gonna create another div, give it a class as a text center only, and close this div first. And inside this div I'm gonna create h1 element. So close this h1 first and give the class also as text center and text info only. So inside this h1 element I'm gonna put some text. So learn coding with ER Prabhat Pandit, okay. And I'm gonna just copy this, and below this div I'm gonna create another div. So create another div, give it a class as a container only, give margin top 5 and margin bottom also 5, and close this div. And inside this div I'm gonna put some h1 element, and give the class also as text center and text info only, and close this div. And I'm gonna put in some text inside this h1 element first. So I'm going to the previous example only, and from here I will copy this text and I will paste it here. Okay, so guys, by now I have not used a custom CSS. Okay, so guys, all these classes are predefined Bootstrap classes. Okay, container, margin top 5, margin bottom also 5, text center and text info. So guys, these all class are predefined classes in Bootstrap. Okay, that's why I have used here Bootstrap CSS also. Okay, so as you can see here, bootstrap.min.css, and I am just using predefined classes here from the Bootstrap. Okay, nothing else. So later on we will create our custom CSS also. So guys, now I'm gonna create a script tag below this script. Okay, so I'm gonna create a script tag now. So guys, in this script I'm gonna write some script first. So I'm gonna create a const give app only equal to view dot create app, and inside this I'm gonna create a data property. So data function, and it will return the all the properties. Okay, so it will return all the property, and I'm gonna mount first this. So I'm gonna use here id only as app only. Okay, and close. So guys, now we have to create a div, and we have to mount this instance of view.js with that div. Okay, so just be here guys and watch the entire video, then only you will be able to learn something, then only you will be able to understand something. Okay, so guys, it's a humble request to watch entire video till last. Okay, so just go up and create a div here first, and create a div, give it a class as a container, and give margin top 5 also and margin bottom also 5, and close this div. And guys, inside this div I'm gonna create a id also. I'm gonna give id also as app. Okay guys, this app. Okay, as the id of this div I'm gonna put this app. Okay, as a id. So now guys, as you all know, this entire div, okay, this entire div have been mounted with this instance of view.js. Okay, so guys, this entire div have been mounted with this instance of view.js, and now we are able to write script or expressions inside this div, and this view.js gonna compile it for us, and it will show the result. Okay, so guys, just to check that this div, okay, this entire div have been mounted with this instance of view.js. What we generally do guys, we generally do write double curly braces, and we perform some kind of simple calculation. Okay, so 4 plus 4. So guys, ideally we will be getting 12. So just save your code and copy the file path, go to the browser and open in the browser first. Okay, so paste it here, just remove this from here and put localhost and hit enter. Okay, so guys, now you can see here we are getting 12, which means our view.js is working fine, and this div have been completely mounted with this view.js instance. Okay, so guys, now whatever expression you will write inside the curly braces, it will be compiled, and it will be it will be compiled by this view, and it will show you the result. Okay, so guys, as you all know, whatever expressions, whatever functions, whatever JavaScript we have to write on our code, we have to write inside the double curly braces. Okay, so guys, whatever expressions you want to evaluate, or whatever functions you want to execute when the page load, okay, so we all have to write inside the double curly braces. Okay, then only your expression is going to be evaluated, then only you will be able to see the output on the browser. Okay, so now let's get started and let's learn. So just remove this, we don't require this. So guys, let me just explain you guys one more thing, very important things from this video. So guys, as I already told you, in this video we are going to learn how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table. So guys, in this video we have to also interact with the JSON file. Okay, so guys, in this video I am gonna use this JSON file. Okay, so guys, the JSON file name is product.json. okay, as you can see here, the JSON file name is product.json, and it has got the one array, and it contains object. Okay, so this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element, and this is the fourth element, fifth element. Okay, so guys, inside this our product array of JSON file, we got 5 element, and we will be using this product.json file in our coding. Okay, so guys, as you all know, JSON file will be always in key value pair separated by colon. Okay, always remember guys, I have already explained you many times in our previous video, that JSON file will be always in key value pair separated by colon. Okay, so this will be the key guys, and this will be the value, this will be the key, this will be the value, this will be the key, this will be the value, this will be the key, and this will be the value. Okay, this will be the key, this will be the value, this will be the key, and this will be the value. Okay, so guys, likewise for all the things. Okay, this will be the key, and this will be the value, this will be the key, and this will be the value separated by colon. Okay, always remember guys, JSON file always comes into key value pair separated by colons. Okay, so in this JSON file product.json, we have got the array known as products, and inside the products array we have got the 5 elements. Okay, we have got the 5 elements: ID, name, country, descriptions, profession, and profile. Likewise for all the elements, likewise for all the rest elements. Okay, so ID is 2, name is this, country is this, description is this, okay, profession is this, profile is this, ID is 3, name is this, country is India, description is this, profession is CEO of Google, profile is, I have given guys profile name, this is the folder name, images, and this is the profile, profile picture name. Okay, so here ID is 4, name is this, country is this, description is this, profession is this, and profile is folder name and image name. Okay, here is the ID 5, name is this, country is this, description is this, profession is this, and profile is this. Okay, I have given the guys folder name and image name. Okay, so let me just go to the folder and let me just show you which image I am going to use in this video, in this session. Okay, so just go to the folder. So guys, this is the folder. As you can see here, inside the YouTube projects, I have got the folder again, images, and inside the images I am gonna use this image. Okay, I am gonna use this image. Okay, so I am gonna use this image, and this image as well. Okay, so this image as well. So now guys, I hope guys I have explained you all the things about the JSON file. So guys, in this video we are going to use product.json file, and this is the details about the user, and this product array has got 5 element, and it has contained it is a JSON file guys, and I already explained you JSON file always come in key value pair separated by colons. So this is the ID1, ID2, ID3, and ID4, and ID5. Okay, so name is this, country is this, description is this, profession is this, and profile is this. Likewise for all the elements. Okay, so this is the JSON file we are gonna use in this video, in this session. Okay, and we will display all the details about the user in table by using view.js v4 directive. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go to the code editor again. So go back to the code. So yeah, first of all guys, let me just inside this div I'm gonna create another div. So I'm gonna create another div, give it a class as a table only, give tables, and put a small t, and give table, and give table responsive as well, and give the ID also as tables only, okay, as tables. So close this div first, and inside this div I'm gonna create table element. So create a table element first, table, close this table first, put small t, we don't, okay. So inside the table guys I am gonna give some classes also. So give class as a table only, table, and give table bordered, okay. So table bordered, okay guys, and put also table hover, okay, table hover. So guys, as you all know, these all classes are predefined classes in Bootstrap guys, okay. These all classes contain a margin top 5, margin bottom 5, tables, table responsive, table bordered, and table hover, okay. So guys, these all classes are predefined classes in Bootstrap 5, Bootstrap. So it will save guys a lot of time. So that's why I have used here bootstrap.min.css, okay, just to save our time, and our application will look also responsive on any kind of device, on any kind of screen sizes also, okay. That's why I have used here Bootstrap, okay. So guys, now inside the table I am gonna create t head first. So t head, and close this t head first, and below this t head, inside this t head I am gonna create tr. So close this tr first, and inside the tr guys I am gonna create th element. So th, first of all close this th. So close this th first, and guys copy this ts and paste it for 7 times, okay. So copy this th and paste it for, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, okay. So guys, now I'm gonna write some text. So first give index, and second give name, give third as profile, give country, give description, give profession also, and give action, okay. So in action we will have a button, and on the click of button we will show all the user profile details in Sweet Alert, okay, pop up, okay. So now save your code, go to copy the file path, go to the browser and refresh the page first, okay. So refresh the page now. So guys, as you can see here, we are able to see the table header only, index, name, profile, country, description and profession and action, okay. So we have to not active, we have to give action, okay. So action. So guys, rest all the things we will populate inside the table by using v4 directive in vue.js, okay. So as you can see here, rest all the things, all the details will be populated by using v4 directive in vue.js, okay. So just go to the code editor again. So guys, now below this t head I am gonna create t body first, okay. So I am gonna create t body first. So t body, and close this t body first, so that we won't encounter any error or any open tags, okay. So inside the t body guys, I am gonna give id also as app table only, give id also as table, and okay. So guys, rest all the things will be populated by v4 directive, okay. So now we have to guys write our code, okay. So now we have to write our code guys. So just create first td, so that it will save a lot of time also. So close this tr, and inside this tr we are gonna create the table data, okay. So td, close this td first, and just just copy this td and paste it for 6 times. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so guys, later on we will display all the things inside this td by using v4 directive inside the view.js. Okay, so now I am going to write the JavaScript now for the functionality. So guys, inside the data function return statement, I am gonna create a empty array. Okay, just to store guys this all the JSON data, just to store guys all this JSON data in our I'm gonna create a empty array. Okay, so I'm gonna give the product only, so give the products only and the colon, and I'm gonna create a empty array. So just write the comment also, initialize the products data property. Okay, property. So guys, I have just initialized this data property inside the return, and guys, in this empty array we are gonna store all the JSON data which we will fetch from this JSON data file. Okay, guys, let me just explain you guys one more time. So guys, we have created this product what can I say, property, and as of now it is empty array, and guys, we will store all these product.json file data inside this product array. Okay, so guys, for that we have to create our mounted method. Okay, so put comma, give mounted, and inside the mounted object we have to write our JavaScript fetch method. Okay, just to fetch all the things from this JSON file by using fetch method, and then we will store or we will update this product data property array. Okay, and we will store all the things inside this data property data product array. Okay, so now I'm gonna write the comment also here. So fetch the JSON data here and update the product data property. Okay, property. So guys, we will fetch all the data from this JSON file and we will store inside this product array. Okay, by using JavaScript fetch method. Okay, so now I'm gonna write the JavaScript fetch method. So fetch, and guys, fetch, and you all know this fetch method takes one parameter, and the parameter would be what can I say, URL. Okay, URL or file path. Okay, this fetch method takes guys one necessary parameter, and it can be file path or any URL from where you want to fetch your data. Okay, so in this video guys, I'm gonna give the path of this product.json file. So I'm gonna put the name here, product.json. Okay, product.json. So guys, I have mounted this product.json file in our fetch JavaScript method, and it will return promise based on the if it is like resolved, then it will be it will return. If it is rejected, then it will give some other error that file is not found, or server is not working, or page is not found. Okay, so as of now it will return a promise in the form of then. So then it will return a response. So I'm gonna create here fat arrow function response.json, and again it will return a promise in the form of data. Okay, if it is resolved guys, if this promise is resolved, okay guys, if this promise is resolved, then only it will return again a promise, so then it will return the data after the resolve. Okay, if this promise is resolved, then we will get the data. Okay, so when we will get the data, and inside the data I'm gonna write a fat arrow function again. So fat arrow function, and guys, now we are gonna update this product array. As I already told you, we have to fetch all the things all the information from this JSON file, and we have to store inside this product array, which we have already initialized in return in data function. Okay, so I will do this dot this products. Okay, this products equal to data dot products. Okay, equal to data dot products. Okay, this product, guys, this products. Okay, this products, this is an array and it contains 5 elements inside the array. Okay, so guys, this is the object of array. Okay, this is the object of array and it contains 5 elements inside it. Okay, so now the moment, guys, I will say this, I will refer to this product. Okay, so this refers to this element inside the view, and this dot product refers to this product. Okay, equal to, we will store this data dot products. Okay, this product. Okay, this product. So now, guys, each and everything from this JSON file, guys, each and everything inside this products array, and now we can loop through by using v-for directive inside the view.js. Okay, as you all know, guys, v-for directive is used to loop through array or product of array. Okay, so guys, now all the things from this JSON file is now inside this product array, and now we can easily loop through by using v-for directive inside the view.js. Okay, so now, guys, we will have, you know, our anything inside this data. So guys, you just go and just try to console this products and see what it returns. So try to console these products inside our console. So just save your file, go to the browser and refresh the page first, and open the developer tool. So yeah, we got one error. So products is not defined 7.9. yeah, okay, products is not defined, so we have to, okay, put this dot product and then see what it returns. So this dot product, now just refresh the page. Okay, now we don't have error any. So just go to the console and see guys what it returns. See, it returns all the object. Okay, it returns, guys, all the objects. So see, guys, it returns all the object, guys. See in the console section, guys, see below the console, see we got all the 5 array element inside our this dot products. Okay, which is an array. So now all the things, guys, all the elements, all the, you know, what can I say, objects from this array, products array, is now inside this products array, and we can loop through easily by using v-for directive. Okay, so now as you can see here, we have got all the elements here. So this is 0 element, this is first element, this is second element, this is third element, and this is fourth element. Okay, so now we can see our data here, guys. Okay, see, guys, in the console section we are getting each and everything here. Okay, so see here. So now guys, we can easily loop through this products array in our HTML code, and we can display the result also. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna here in the HTML part, and we will loop through all the object from this products. Okay, from this products by using v-for directive. Okay, so yeah, now just go to the HTML part, and guys, inside the t-body, guys, I'm gonna use v-for directive. Okay, v-for equal to double inverted comma, and I'm gonna do product in this products. Okay, this products, guys. Okay, this products. So product in this products. Okay, so paste it here, and guys, you can also take the index. Okay, you can also grab the index. So I'm gonna also paste it here, index, and I'm gonna put here dot colon key equal to double inverted comma, and I will give this product dot id. Okay, this product dot id. So guys, I am getting this ID from this ID, guys. Okay, this ID 2, this ID 3, this ID 4, and so on. Okay, so guys, I have now just only 5 elements inside our JSON file, guys. You are free to have, like n number of elements, n number of, what can I say, data inside your JSON file, and it will loop through and it will fetch all the data, all the information from this JSON file, and it will show you the result. Okay, so guys, just for the this a session, I just have created 5 elements. Okay, so guys, you are free to create as many as many you want. Okay, so now just go to the code editor again, and I am doing this product.data. So guys, now we can easily loop through, and guys, I have already told you, if you wanted to evaluate some expression, or if you wanted to run some code, we have to put each and everything inside the double curly braces. Okay, inside view, guys, inside view.js, we have to put it's a mandatory to use double curly braces. Then only your expression, your code will be evaluated, and you can see the output in the browser. Okay, so I'm gonna put here double inverted comma, and I'm gonna do here this product. Okay, this product dot profile. Okay, this product dot id. First of all, give id because it is an index. As you can see here, the first header is index, so it will show 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, because we have only 5 elements inside our JSON file. Okay, so it will show 1 2 3 4 5 because of this JSON file. Okay, so guys, now as you all know, guys, it will loop through all the elements. It will loop through first this element. Okay, it will put inside this product. Okay guys, this for loop, guys, this for loop will loop through this first element. Okay, this first element from this array, and it will store inside the product, okay, inside this product variable. And again, guys, it will loop through the second element. Okay, and again it will store this value inside this product. Okay, inside this product. Again, guys, it will go here, it will loop through the third element, and it will paste, or it will store each and everything inside this product. Again, guys, it will go and it will loop through this fourth element, and again it will go here, and again it will store inside the product variable, and again it will loop through to the fifth element. Okay, to the fifth element, which is the last element of the array or JSON file data, and again, guys, it will store inside this product variable. Okay, and now we can easily guys loop through this product, and we can say product.id, we can say product.name, we can say product.country, we can say product.description, we can say product.profession, we can say product.profile, we can say product.id, it will say product.name, it will say product.country, product.description, product.profession, and product.profile. Likewise, guys, we can display all the things from this JSON file by using v4 directive, and it will say, so guys, suppose we will say product.id, it will display 1, product.name, it will display Shahrukh Khan, it will product.country, it will display India, product.description, it will display this description, and product.profession, it will display actor producer, and product.profile, it will display this image. Okay, so guys, likewise, all the guys, what can I say, element, it will do the same, and it will display id2, id3, id4, id5, name Satya Nadella, name Mark Zuckerberg, name Sundar Pichai, and name Bill Gates, country America, description is this, profession is this, profile is this. Likewise, for all the guys element, it will do the same. Okay, and it will show you the result in our HTML table. Okay, so guys, I am just gonna copy this expression from here just to save our time, and I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, I'm gonna paste it here, I'm gonna paste it here also, I'm gonna paste it here also, paste it here also, and paste it here also. Okay, and guys, now so we will do here product.name. Okay, and it will display the respective name, guys. Okay, product.name, and it will display Shahrukh Khan, Bill Gates, Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, and Satya Nadella. Okay, we have only 5 elements. If you have 10 elements, 20 elements, it will look through all the elements guys from the JSON file, and it will display you the result in the form of table. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another div td just to show image. Okay, so just remove cut it from here and create a img file. So img, and guys you all know we have to put colon and then src. I have already explained you guys in my previous example how to display image by using in view.js. okay, so guys, to display images we have to use vbind. okay, so instead of colon guys, I'm gonna use vbind just for you guys. Vbind dot colon, and I'm gonna give equal to and double inverted comma, and I'm gonna paste it here. Just remove the curly braces, because inside the double curly braces curly braces won't work. Okay, so guys, always remember, inside the double curly braces, I mean double inverted comma, so double curly braces won't work. Okay, so we just have to do product dot what can I say, profile. Okay, this profile, and it will display guys all the images. Okay, it will display all the images from all the elements. Okay, the moment guys we will do product dot profile, it will display all the images from all the elements. Okay, all the elements. So here I have 5, you have 10, you have 20. It will display all the images from all the elements. Okay, so vbind src equal to product dot images or profile, and we can also give class here also. So I'm gonna put class here also as thumbnail. So thumbnail, and yeah, that's it. So now we are gonna change also this to country. Go here, copy this country key and paste it here. So go here again, and I'm gonna copy the description from here and do product dot description, paste it here, and again I'm gonna paste the profession. So go here and copy this profession from here. It will display guys all the profession from all the elements. Okay, it will display all the profession from all the elements. Okay, the moment you will do product dot profession. Okay, so remove this and paste it here, and so now just remove this, and inside this we will have our button element. Okay, we will have our button element. So I am gonna create a button element inside this. So button, close this button element, and I'm gonna put the text also, see details. Okay, see details. So I'm gonna give the class also, as btn and btn primary also, and give btn as small also. Okay, btn sm. So btn sm for a small button. Okay, and guys, in the description column I am gonna use the style inline style sheet. So give width as 300 px only. Okay, so 300 px only. So guys, our code is ready. So just save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page and see the output first. Okay, so close this console and refresh the page now. See guys, so we got our images, and we have to just style it. We have to just put little bit of style. Okay, so that it can look like this. Okay, then only it will look like this. So we have to create our custom style sheet also. So just go to the code again, and we have to write our custom style sheet also. Okay, so in the head section I'm gonna create a style sheet now. So just put asterisk. So this is the global selector guys. Okay, and give padding as 0, and give margin also 0, and give box sizing as border box. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this thumbnail class from the image, this thumbnail class guys from the image element. So copy it from here and just go to the style sheet, put point, paste it here, and we have to define our CSS now. Okay, so give width only 100 px for the images, and give position as relative, give object fit as cover, and give yeah, just give some border radius also, give some border radius also 5 px just to look good, and give guys some box sizing like a box shadow also just for the recognition. Okay, so 2 px 1 px or 2 px RGBA, and just change the value for opacity. So just change the value of opacity, so give 2. So guys, now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now refresh the page, see, boom guys, now it is looking exactly like this. Okay, so now see guys, this is the example, okay, and this is what we have made in this video, in this session. Okay, so just go to the code editor again, and I'm gonna give table td comma table th. Okay, so give a vertical align, what can I say, baseline. Okay, or give the middle. Okay, so save your code, now go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we can see everything inside the center. So guys, we have got like 5 elements guys, and I already told you we have got the only 5 elements in our JSON file, but guys, you are free to create as many as element as you want, okay, inside this JSON file. So now guys, I'm gonna create one more element inside this JSON file. So just to show you guys that it is fully dynamic, you can have n number of elements inside your JSON file. Okay, so just change this to 6, and just go here and just copy this image from here, so just copy it from here, and just replace the image name from here, and yeah, profession give ServiceNow developer, because I am a ServiceNow developer. Okay, and give name as a Prabhat Pandit, and give some description also about me. So just I am a software developer having more than 4 years of experience into this field. Okay, okay, so now save your code. Okay, save your code guys. Now inside our JSON file guys, we have got this 6 element. Okay, so we have increased one more element inside our JSON file, and I already told you guys, if you have number of times element inside your JSON file, this code will work fine, and it will loop through all the JSON file data or you know element, and it will show you the result inside the HTML table. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so name is this, country is this. Okay, so product.json, and why guys, why it is not showing my image? It is showing only 5 element. Why it is showing only 5 elements guys? So product.json, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, do hard refresh. Yeah guys, now it is showing. We have to do some hard refresh also due to cache. Okay, so guys, see, it is now fully dynamic and fully responsive as well. Okay, and you can have n number of elements inside your JSON file, and we can loop through easily that JSON file data by using v4 directive in view.js. Okay, in view.js. So see guys, now we have 6 element. So guys, now I am gonna give this functionality. Okay, as of now, whenever you will click the button see details, you are not able to see any details about the user. So now we are gonna write the JavaScript for the functionality. Okay, whenever you will click the button, you will be able to see the details about the user. Okay, so now I am gonna write the JavaScript for that. As you can see here, whenever I am clicking the button, we are able to see a pop-up. Okay, we are able to see a pop-up, so I have to do that as well. So just go to the code editor and write your code now. Okay, so guys, let me just go to the switch alert. So guys, in this video I am using this alert, guys. So guys, instead of normal JavaScript alert, so see guys, this is the normal JavaScript alert, and I'm not gonna use this. Instead I'm gonna use this alert, okay, in our application, in our session. Okay, and I'm gonna use guys this alert. Okay, as you can see, we have got the images also and some text also, and we have a button also. Okay, just to terminate the pop-up. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this code from here. Go to the code, our code, and we have to create, guys, one more method below this mounted. So put comma, and we have to create our methods. Okay, so guys, you all know methods inside the what can I say, Vue.js is an object of function or collection of functions. Okay, so guys, whatever you will write inside the method function, it will be executed unless and until you are going to do some kind of activity, some kind of interaction with your element, with your HTML data. Then only this function will run. Okay, so we have to write our method here. So guys, you will ask, then why did you write this fetch function inside the mounted? Okay, so guys, whenever you will write in anything, any function or any coding or any codes inside the mounted object or function, it will be executed the moment your page is being refreshed or the moment your site is being accessed. Okay, so guys, if you wanted to run something after the page load, always remember guys, if you wanted to run something after the page load, then you have to put each and everything inside the mounted object. And if you wanted to have some kind of interactivity, if you wanted to interactivity on your page, that your users should do something, then only something happen, then you have to write your code inside the method object or inside the method, okay, in the Vue.js. Okay, so guys, now what I want, whenever someone is going to click on this button, then only this pop-up should open. Okay, then only guys this pop-up should open. Okay, so guys, let me just show you one more thing. So guys, let me just write the alert also here. Okay, just to give you confidence. Okay, write some alert, guys, hello or hi. So guys, the moment you will load your page, this alert will be shown. Okay, so guys, the moment you will load your page, this alert will be shown, because we have written this alert function inside the mounted. Okay, and inside the mounted, everything will be loaded, everything will be executed once the moment your page have been loaded. Okay, so just save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page. See guys, the moment our page is loaded, the mounted have been worked, and we are able to see hi also. Okay, so we have to click OK. Now our page loads. Okay, so but guys, we want some kind of interactivity, so that for that we have to do something inside the methods only. So guys, now let me just put here @click okay, and we will do equal to double inverted comma, and I will show alert. Okay, I will write a call a function show alert, and guys, I am gonna create this function inside the mounted. Okay, inside the mounted. So create a function, so show. Okay, so I have to do alert and just give hi. Okay, so guys, as soon as the user is going to click on this button, then only we will be able to see this alert. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. See guys, okay, just remove this alert because it is inside the mounted. Okay, it is inside the mounted, so we have to remove this. So just remove this and just save your file, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now guys, we have to, in order to guys see the alert, we have to do some kind of activity on our page. Okay, so guys, what I have did, I have called a function on click of this button. Okay, on click of this button I have called a function show. Okay, so now I am gonna click the button first, then only you will see a alert. Okay, see, boom guys, it works. Okay, see, it works. See, it is working fine. Okay, so I hope guys I am clear about the mounted and methods inside the view.js. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you one more time. Guys, if you wanted to run something, if you wanted to execute something, the moment your page load, the moment your HTML document have been loaded, you have to write each and everything inside the mounted. And if you want some kind of activity, some kind of user activity, then only you want to run your code, you want to execute your code, then you have to write that code or that function or that methods inside this methods in view.js. Okay, so now we have to, guys, create a function. So create show info guys. And guys, in this like info function guys, I am gonna pass this product object. Okay, I'm gonna pass this product object, entire product object guys. Okay, I'm gonna pass inside this function show info this entire product object. Okay, because you all know guys, now each and everything from this JSON file is inside this product. Okay guys, so guys, they always remember, now each and everything from this JSON file is inside this product variable, and I have passed this product object entirely passed. I have this product object inside this function show info, and we will grab that product inside our function, inside our method here. Okay, so just replace this and let it be product only guys. Okay, you can have guys anything here, you can give only PR. Okay, you can give only PR and it will work. So guys, now just go here, and I have to copy this sweet alert code from here. So copy it from here and paste it here, and just give some kind of indentation. So just let it be, that's it. And just move this also a little bit so it will look cool. So guys, now what we will do, in this URL, instead of this URL, images URL, we will do PR. Okay, so PR dot we will do this profile. Okay, this profile. Okay guys, this profile. So copy it from here and paste it here. Okay, so guys, let me explain you one more time guys. So guys, as you all know, now each and everything from this JSON file is inside this product object, and I have completely passed this product object inside our function as a parameter or as an argument in our show info function, and I am grabbing this show in like product or like what can I say, argument here inside our parameter, and the parameter name is PR. Okay, and we have to do now PR dot this profile. Okay, this profile, from here it will display this image, 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 and it will display this image on the click of guys this button. Okay, on the click of this button. Okay, on the click of this button. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and just see the output first, how it looks and what it returns. So just go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now guys, I'm gonna click the button first. See, boom guys, it works. See guys, it is dynamic and it is fully functional. Okay, so now it is working fine guys. Okay, it is working fine. See, boom guys, see guys. Okay guys, so now we have to put all the things like name, country, description, profession, okay, inside this sweet alert pop-up. Okay, so just go here, and guys, let me just copy something from the example only, just to save our time. And guys, just copy it from here, just copy it from here. This is the CSS file for sweet alert to pop-up. Okay, and paste it here guys. Guys, it is nothing, just max width and margin, grid column to, grid row to, align self center, justify self center, and width 25% only. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page. Now click the button first. See, now guys, it is looking really cool and really dynamic also. Okay, so just click the second button, click the third button, click the fourth button, click the fifth button, and click the sixth button also. Okay, so now just go to the example only, and I'm gonna copy this class also from here and just paste it here, and I will explain you guys. So guys, this is the suit alert 2, the image guys, the image we are able to see here. No, so this image guys, okay, this image I am talking about, this image. Okay, so this is the class for that image. Okay, this is the class for this image. Okay, so I have given width 400 px and height auto. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Now click the button. See guys, now it's looking cool, it's looking awesome also. No, so see, now it is fully dynamic and fully unique also, and eye pleasing also. So guys, as you all know, as a front-end developer, like you will be more and more, you know, like concerned about the UI, how your page looks like, how your page behaves when some user do some kind of interactivity, some kind of activity on your page. Okay, so guys, being a front-end developer, you guys have to, you know, very, you know, like keen or very, you know, like what can I say, details or oriented eyes. Okay, then only your UI should be looking eye pleasing, your UI should be looking catchy, your UI should be looking modern and dynamic as well. Okay, so yeah guys, your UI should be looking cool and dynamic as well. Okay, then only user is going to be there for some time, otherwise no one is going to use your application, otherwise no one is going to use your site. Okay, so guys, as a front-end developer, you guys must have, you know, have to be very keen eye to the details. Okay, then only your page, then only your, you know, what can I say, UI will look dynamic and modern also. Okay, so click OK, click this button, click the second last button. Yeah, so now we have to display all the details like name, country, description, profession, and rest all. Okay, so just go to the code editor and just go here down, and I have to define something. So give guys name here, so give name here, so give name and give colon also, give some space also, and put plus for concatenation. So I am gonna guys do this PR. Okay, this PR dot name. Okay, so guys, this it says PR dot name guys, from this name guys. Okay, from here. Okay guys, so let me just paste it from here only, then only you will have some kind of confidence. Okay, just paste it here. So guys, it will do so guys, I am doing here PR dot name. Okay, this PR dot this name from the JSON file, and it will display Shah Rukh Khan, Bill Gates, Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, and Satya Nadella. Okay, so just save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page and see the output first. Okay, so now refresh the page. So now click the button one by one. See guys, name is Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, click OK. So name is Bill Gates, click OK. So name is Sundar Pichai, click OK. So name is Mark Zuckerberg, click OK. So name is Satya Nadella, click OK. So name is Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so click OK. So now go again back to the code editor, and guys, I am gonna create here HTML. So I am gonna create here HTML. So HTML, and guys, now I am gonna do here. So I am gonna do here country is, put colon, give a space, and concatenate first, and I'm gonna put B here for bold, and close this and put B, and concatenate, put plus also, put close this B first, close this B first, and B, and inside this we will do PR. Okay, this PR, okay, this PR, this PR dot country from here. Okay, country from here. So copy this country from here. It will say India, America, India, and India. Okay, so just paste it here, and now again I'm gonna concatenate something. So put plus. Okay, so put plus, and so now again I will do. So we have to put here also BR also. So put plus, concatenate. So give BR also for line break, and close this. And close this. And now okay guys, let me just do one more thing. So give some space, yeah, then only you will be understanding what I am doing. Okay, so now so concatenate we have to do. Okay, little bit more guys. My motto is to explain you guys, okay, each and everything in details, in depth. Okay, that's why my video is so long, that's why my video is so what can I say, large. Okay, so guys, my motto from each and every video of mine is just to explain you each and everything, each and every step in detail, in depth. Okay, so hit enter or just here. So I'm gonna give again. So I am a, and put colon, and give also B for bold. So first put plus, and put this, put B, and yeah, put plus, again put plus, and I will go give this PR. I will give this PR dot profession. Okay, so go here and copy the profession from here. It will say, you know, CEO of Facebook, CEO of Microsoft, ServiceNow developer, and philanthropist, and actor and producer. Okay, so dot profession, and just close this B first. So close this B first, put B, and again we have to give plus, and again we have to put BR for line break. So put BR, and put plus also for concatenation. So go down, and put here description also. Okay, so about me, give about me. Okay, give colon, and put plus. So put B also for bold. So for bold put plus also, and put again plus, and I will do this PR. Okay, this PR dot about me. So we have to put this description. Okay, so description will be Shah Rukh Khan, also known as this. William Henry will be this. Okay, Sundar Pichai, it will be Mark. So it will be displaying all the value about this key. Okay, and the key name is description. It will display this, it will display this, it will display this, it will display this. Okay, it will display this. Okay, and it will display this. Okay, so just copy the description from here, and paste it here only, and we have to close this B first. So close this B, and close this B first. Okay, so now give, yeah, that's it. So yeah, you can again give BR if you want. So let me just put one BR again. So just give BR. Okay, so bring this on to the same line. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now refresh the page, see if there is any error or not. Go to the developer tool. So guys, as you can see, there is no error at all, no error at all. So okay, so cut this out. Now guys, try to click on the button one by one, and we will be able to see all the details about the user. Okay, so I am gonna click on the first button, see details. See, boom guys, name is this, country is India, I am a actor producer, about me is this. Okay, and below that we have got the button also. So click OK, click the second button, see details. See, name is Bill Gates, country is America, I am a philanthropist, about me is this. Click OK, click the third button, see details. Name is Sundar Pichai, country is India, I am a CEO of Google, about me is this. Click OK, click the fourth button. See guys, name Mark Zuckerberg, country is America, I am a CEO of Facebook, and about me is this. Click OK, click the fifth button. See, name is Satya Nadella, country is India, I am a CEO of Microsoft, and about me is this. Click OK, and click the last button, see details. See, name is Prabhat Pandit, country is India, I am a ServiceNow developer, and about me is this. Click OK. So guys, see, our code has been working. This is the this is what guys we have made in this video. Okay, and this is the example guys. So it is also working fine. So this is the example guys. See, this is the example, and this is what we have made inside this application, inside this video. Okay, so guys, I hope guys each and everything is working fine, and you have understood this video completely. So that guys, see guys, for like my motto from every session is just to give you like details, like information about each and everything what I am doing here guys, so that because of that guys my video becomes so large, or my video has been like so much of length only because of this only, because I wanted to explain you each and every steps in detail, in depth. Okay, so guys, now our code is working fine, and now you all know how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML table, and how to display that table in our HTML code. Okay, so guys, now our everything is working fine. Name is this, name, profile, country, description, profession, and action. Okay, so guys, it is working fine and fantastic also. So guys, I hope guys you have learned something from this video guys, from this session. If you guys still have any doubt regarding anything from this video, from this session, like coding, you're not able to like understand my language, you're not able to grasp my voice, please guys, if you have any kind of suggestions, please guys put your suggestions inside the comment box below. I will be able to work on it, and I will definitely implement it in the from the next video, or in my next video. Okay, so guys, please, if you have any kind of suggestions, please give me. I will try to implement it in my video from the next time itself. Okay, so guys, now I think we have come to the end of this session. We have come to the end of this tutorial guys. I hope you have learned something from this video, from this session, really unique, really different. Okay, so guys, if you feel guys you have learned something from this video, if you feel you have get something new from this video guys, please guys do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. So guys, please do share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also learning how to fetch local JSON data in our HTML page, in our HTML table also. Okay, so guys, see you guys in the next video. Till then guys, take care, bye bye guys. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.